the site you said you like the most, CC Tulsa, the Florida site as well, and came up with a couple of new designs for you. A couple of the items that we said that we had liked previously, we did maintain it as these, but it's, you'll notice which ones that we kept and which ones we've changed around completely to try and get a little closer to sort of what you had described as wanting from us.
Awesome.
So let's begin. This is the first design. Both of these do the design heavy, the call out heavy design that CC Tulsa had, mixed with the VHHS branding and a few of the elements that we had talked about wanting before. First design right here, fairly minimalist. I'll go through it step by step. Similar header design to the previous lines. You said that you were actually okay with it. It showed the picture big and in full. The multi-part quick search underneath, which gives users the ability to easily essentially search from the homepage above the fold. Right beneath that, the What's Your Homework section that we had discussed saying was probably working out pretty well. Though there's a section copy, a different design on this. Beneath that is essentially just the 6 callouts, similar to what CC Tulsa had in its design, taken from what basically was essentially an amalgamation of the content that was previously in the much taller site designs that we had. Using the same essentially hover method that CC Tulsa had, it's slightly darker at the start. Then when you hover, the brand coloring comes in, and also sort of highlights the wording, making it a little bit easier to read. And we took essentially the content from before, so buying a home, selling a home. The section that would have been, and keep in mind all of these, all the imagery here is at your discretion to change. We just grabbed stock photos that looked appropriate to the type of content. The Who We Are would essentially go to either an about page or a series of interior content pages that you would create that would have perhaps your YouTube videos or call outs to different forms of work that you all do. Essentially, what makes you different. Yeah. Taking all that stuff together, putting it instead of on the homepage, a direction to another, maybe more expanded section of the site. Same with the feature home section. Instead of an actual slider here, it would essentially go to a section that you would pre-populate with a lot of other content that would have it basically just be a much larger, more impactful version of the same thing. Service partners, same as before, going to that interior content section, cities and neighborhoods, but essentially go to the areas component of the Boston Logic platform. And from there, we just go directly into the footer. Much more quicker, much more to the point. All the content from the previous designs is maintained, but it's now placed through these links to interior pages. Much shorter page. Much more in the vein of the CC Tulsa design that you're a big fan of. And we can move on to the second design. The two designs are sort of two peas in a pod. They're basically just two different takes on the same sort of more minimalist and very call-out navigation heavy layouts. Second design here, slightly redesigned header, a combination of two of the previous ones. Big sort of open area here that really calls out the logo, slightly separated navigation segment on the branded purple. Big section for the photo with the single super search right here. That just rests right at the top, immediately visible. As per previous discussions, this is what a lot of the sites that you had pointed to originally, liking Zillow, Trulia do. It's very straight to the point, basically just trying to get a user to interact with this box immediately. Beneath that, we have buying the home, selling the home as theoretically the two most important things that a brokerage would do. Selling home could maybe be swapped for What's My Homework or any other. Buying home's probably, typically the most important thing. Large, separate CMS section here, kind of creating a nice bridge of content separation, reinforcing the branding a bit, but mostly serving to be sort of just a visual separator between the two sections of navigation.
What would you just a
Looking
quick
at
question,
that,
just a quick question there. What would you
yep.
suggest putting right there for the visually kind of separate to visually separate?
Into the content.
Yes.
Typically, typically like a mission statement,
Okay,
maybe
got
a
it.
short about highlighting your value as a brand.
Got it. Okay, perfect.
Beneath that, basically the same as before. This time, 8 callouts. These are using the starting out desaturated black and white with a subtle blue tint that we had in the previous design, so that was on the actual feature properties. And this time, when hovered, it brings up the coloration, pulls down the overlay a little bit to just highlighting behind the wording, with an animation showing it. Just a little bit of interactivity here. Essentially, it's another form of navigation, same as Tulsa does. With this one, I also added find an agent and the join us section, basically the agent recruitment that you had from your previous site. So this could always be whatever you guys want to throw in there.
Of course.
And then this one goes to a slightly redesigned again footer, shying away from the purple, going more with a sort of a gunmetal or smoke. There's so many ways to describe gray. They're all just gray. In here, trying to essentially lighten up on the purple because with this big purple section in here, it was kind of a little heavy, I thought. So I was trying to balance it out with the white at the top and the white at the bottom.
Awesome.
So 2 similar designs, much more to the point, a lot more streamlined. Obviously, they're handing the links over to you as well, so have time to think, like, mull them over. But any thoughts immediately? Any parts you want me to look at again for you?
I personally, I mean, I think I like these a lot more than last week. I think the previous one, the very first comp, I think I like that style a little more. But I also think I also like the gray hover, the black and white kind of gray hover over the color more than I like that purple look. Just a kind of a personal preference too.
More than this one?
No, down below that the gray. I like on the first comp it was like the purplish hue, and then it was the black and white, or then it was the color photos, and this one is the gray over the color, and I think I like the gray or black and white, whatever it is, over the color as opposed to that purple.
Yeah, so you prefer this color design?
Yes, here. Yes. But I like the first comp overall, I think, better than that one there. I don't know, that the mission statement piece, I know that even though it breaks it apart, I think it's kind of a waste of space almost, unless maybe we put something there, like maybe that's where you would put in maybe what's your home worth, and they could do the evaluation comps.
Yeah, I mean, we could throw other things in there. I would caution against the idea of going directly from these boxes to these boxes. Just from a usability point of view, people will tend to get a little bit lost in that. They're looking at essentially just a grid of 10 boxes with words in them.
Oh, yeah.
Certain users will just navigate away from the site because they essentially just won't like that. You have to a small extent, you want, like, content separation serves kind of a functional purpose as well. Even if this box was just empty and smaller, it would be important to have just to break it up a little bit, keep things a little bit too hard to describe.
No, I understand. I understand what you mean. You don't want a bunch of boxes and with too many things to do. I get that totally. That's why I kind of like the first one, the layout of the first one better. Anyhow, it just seems a little.
Kevin, excuse me. After this call, you can share the link with Carrie. Our goal would be obviously to pick one over the other, but if there are some elements that you want to pull over, we can definitely look at that. And obviously it's really important to make sure that we're really solid on the homepage, because that's what we're going to pull through for the interior pages.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Carrie and Kate, I think Kate might be on the phone as well. I like this first one right here, the definitely better than better than the other. But when you scroll down, I like the colors to, instead of them going from the purple to the black and white, to go from to gray and do kind of those the what you had on the other comp in this section right here.
Mhm. I think the best approach would be to kind of have you guys, take a look at two of those side by side and maybe focus on each of the elements, such as, the header, and if you prefer a header from one of the comps over the other. Same thing for the hero image and the treatment, as well as the quick search, and kind of going through each section and then highlighting which of the two you prefer.
Yeah.
And then what we could do is you can kind of match those up. You can give us notes. Let's say if you like certain aspects of the second thumb that you want to bring over to the first one, we can definitely do that. We can kind of join those together.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that just a couple of things are necessary here. Just like I said, and I just want to reiterate again. I like that first one the best. It looks more like the Chenoweth and Cohen, except for maybe changing the color in the bottom block section from the purple to the gray. So we'll be very explicit with that again. But that right there, the one I'm looking at currently, just looks very clean, very much like the CNC. And then when you get down to the box section, changing from, instead of that purple, I think it's just so much purple, if we go when you're hovering to do probably the black and white there. But I'll talk with Carrie and we'll just kind of line item that and see which one makes the most sense. And I think 6 boxes is more than enough as well. But again, I'll talk with Carrie, and I'm actually doing a QuickTime video right now, screen recording, so I can shoot this over to her.
Cool. All right. Yeah, and then same thing. Look at the footer. There's slightly different approaches there, and slightly different layouts as well. So when you make a comparison, give us as much information as possible, and we'll use that to sort of come up with the next iteration for that.
Awesome. I think we're right there. We're so there.
Cool. Sounds good.
Thank you guys so much.
So is there anything else that you wanted to cover today, or otherwise I'll just get these right over? And I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I think there's at least a few days for you guys to turn around feedback, but I'll include that date when I send over the link.
That's perfect. No, nothing else. I think this is perfect. I'm gonna turn this video into a Vimeo and get it over to Carrie. If you'll send them over to us, we'll make a couple of comments and get them back to you, and we're rolling.
Perfect.
Thank you guys so much.
Well, have a good rest of your day and feel better.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye bye.
You